Hey guys, I was unable to. I'm not going to make it into class today, so I wanted to make this video for you because it's on graphing, and I know some of us have trouble with graphing. So this is number one. This is the first graph you're going to make. So you're going to make three graphs. So I'm going to help you with the first one. All right. So here's the data we're going to graph over here. So it's beak size versus number of birds. So to save time, I already numbered it. This graph. So we got beak size on the bottom, and we got number of birds on the side. And you can see I numbered. So the beak size goes from 8 to 16. So that's why I numbered. I numbered it from 8 to 16 millimeters. That's the numbers we need. We need from 8 to 16. And then you can see number of birds goes up to 18 birds. So that's as far as I went, to 18. I started at 1, I went to 18. All right, so here's how we're going to graph it. All right, so here we go. So this is the beak size before a drought, and then we're gonna have beak size after a drought. So we're gonna need two lines here. All right, so the first line, first of all, you want to, so let me get the line tool. So you're not going to have this, you're just going to use a pencil. So I'm going to go shapes, I'm going to get line. We need two different colors. So where's my blue? I want blue. All right, no blue. So we're going to go red. So here's my key. So I know this line is going to be for beak size before the drought. And we'll go this color blue. This will be beak size after the drought. So I need two different lines because we're gonna have two lines here, and I got to know which is which. So I grab my drawing tool. First, we're gonna do the red. We're gonna do the beak size before the drought. All right, so 8 millimeters. There's two birds. 8 millimeters. I put a dot right there. There's two of them. 9. You can see there's five birds. So I go down here. 9. There's five right there. 10 millimeters. There's nine birds. And we're going to put a dot right there. 11 millimeters, there's 14 birds. So looks like the bigger the beak, the more birds there are. So go up here till we get to 14, and voila, right there. 12 millimeters, there's 18 birds. So we go up to 18. That's the highest it goes. I didn't go any higher because there is no more. 18 birds is the most on our data table. And it starts going down. So 13 millimeters is only 14. So 13, I go up. And there's, what was it, 14? Yes, 14. So I put a dot right there. Boom. Real easy. Once you get it numbered, numbered is the hardest part. 14, you go up to 9 because there's 9 birds. Boom. 15, there's only 5 now. 15, there's only 5. I put a dot right there. And 16, there's only 2 birds. Looks like the most of the birds have medium sized beaks, around 12 millimeters. There's only 2 of these guys. And voila. And then we got to connect the dots. So my shapes line, I'm going to go red, and then you just connect the dots. Then it shows you how many birds have the different size beaks. So this is really easy. You're going to do this with a colored pencil. You use whatever colors you want. You use pink, you know, fluorescent green, doesn't matter. Whatever your favorite color is. All right, so there's the red, and I'm going to do the blue right now. All right, so we just did the reds. Now we just switch to the blue. We need this over here. So hey, there's my blue I wanted. All right, we're gonna switch to that. All right, we're switching to this blue. I like it better than that. This blue. All right, so look, now we got new data. 8 millimeters, there's 0. So 8, there's 0. I'm gonna put a dot right there. Boom. At 9 millimeters, there's only 1. So this is difference. This is the data beak size after a drought. So there's a drought, and there's a little story on your worksheet. So read that because we're learning about different types of selection. 10 millimeters, there's only 3 birds that have that size of beak. So I'm going to put a dot right there. 11 millimeters are 6. So I go to 11, I go up to 6. Doink. So remember, the hardest part is always the numbering, but it's not that hard. 12, there's 10 birds. So I go to 12, I'm going to go up to 10, which is right there. 13 millimeters, there's 14 birds. So it looks like this, you can see this graph is already different. Oh, we're going to collide with this dot right there. We're going to go on top of that one. 14 millimeters, there's 16 birds. All right, so it looks like the drought has caused the size of the bird beaks. There's more birds with larger beaks now because now the peak is higher over here. So we're at now 15. There's 12 birds, and there's going to be 12 right there. And then at 16, there's 8. And right there. All right, so we're going to connect the dots. Let me go over here to my shapes. Oh, I lost my good blue. All right, so there's only the good blue for that shape or for the drawing tool. All right, so now I connect the dots. Boom, 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 boom. And you can see, and when you read the little story, this is called directional selection because natural selection, it occurred in one direction. It favored having larger beaks. So when there was a drought, it was better for birds to have a larger beak. Therefore, more birds had a larger beak. All right, so this is what we're going to do today. You're going to do your best. This is I did the first one for you. So you can go ahead and copy what I did. And then graph 2 and 3, you're going to try to do it yourself. Do your best. Be nice to the sub, and I'll help you out when I get back to class. All right. Hope you have a good day, and I'll see you next time.